Hey everyone, Jerome here. Today I'm showing you how to create a brand new song from scratch using Suno V5. The process is simple enough that anyone can follow it and end up with a surprisingly solid track. So, what exactly is Suno V5? It is the latest AI-powered music generation model from Suno. You just type in a prompt describing the kind of song you want, and it generates it for you. It was released on September 25th, 2025, less than 2 weeks ago. I tried earlier versions before, and honestly, I was impressed. But this new update completely changed my mind. The improvement was huge. Alright, let's get straight to the point. I'll start by showing you what it can actually do. Before that, I gave Suno V5 my own lyrics and a few style prompts to blend UK Garage, Liquid DnB, R&B, and a bit of that New Jeans inspired vibe. Let's hear what came out. So it shares a similar vibe with the EP of New Jeans, Get Up.
iPhone 18浪在翻盘，眼底脚背，热手醒来，洗下被照温，你拨我心弦，滑到床边听，胸口起回旋。若开口就越翻越走，把热这成伤沉在谁陷害？夏日恋情不长久，把名字藏在对照以后，心跳跟着而不走，不属于的拥有，不表明不动作，害怕当心失手，招来你向我走，我退一步再停留，溪水在春晓，脚印被淹没，未来像一秒亮过又沉默，让浪把我推走，把这天翻以后，勇气里成功，你的进错，夏日恋情不长久，此刻是当成永久，月光把白昼分手，我不说你会懂，消退也温柔，能踏步把你按在心口，等下一次潮头。
Now, let's start making a new song. When working with Suno, two things matter the most: style and lyrics. Let's start with style. For example, I really like Nur Yoldaş, and I want to create something inspired by her music. To do that, without copying or violating any copyright laws, the first step is to clearly define what makes her music unique. To break down her style, I recommend using a large language model. It can describe her musical traits such as rhythm, instrumentation, and vocal tone much more precisely than we can manually do. For example, ChatGPT. You can also check RateYourMusic to identify her genre tags and influences. We'll use the information later when crafting our own track. But remember that even for one artist, their genre may alter across albums and singles. Let's narrow it down to one song and album. Let's go to Rate Your Music to pick one first. So here I pick Nur Yoldaş because I like her a lot. I'll choose this album. As you can see here, the genre for this album is Turkish pop, progressive pop, Turkish classical music, and synth funk. As we've identified our target style, let's move on to creating something similar. To do that, we'll use ChatGPT to help us analyze and characterize her music in more detail. We'll feed ChatGPT with references, like song titles, style notes, and our earlier analysis, and ask it to summarize the key stylistic traits which will conclude in our own composition. This will give us a clear creative direction before we start writing lyrics and prompts in Suno. So I'll copy all the thing here. Let's see. And you use something similar. So as you can see here, mention that it is with hybrid mahjong, with master and western harmony, orchestration instrumentation, with which we can use in our further composition. Right. So now what we should do is that we'll adapt this to our styles. So the easiest way to do it is just to copy paste. First we copy something. Mhm. And then we'll readapt it to make it more readable. Great. Again. Great. Now we need to describe its genre. So I'll copy everything here. If that makes it easier. Again, this is the easiest way to do it without any process of thinking. You can just literally copy paste everything. I would still strongly suggest everyone to think about what kind of songs they're trying to make. I'm just showing how powerful Suno can be. Great. Now we've adapted everything to it. We can again mention the genre. And also we can have something about our own. So for example, I want this song to start with a very great intro, like a grand synth intro. Let's put it this way. with synth. Some Turkish traditional instruments, for example. Including ney, if you don't know what that is. This is ney, Turkish ney. Or I even want to have it. Wanted to have. Let's see how it goes. So this is. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay. Right. So now we have our styles. We want it to be, let's say, male. Okay, weirdness. So the higher the weirdness, the more improvisation they will have. Or let's say, for wild, unexpected results. So I usually would turn this a little bit higher to 60%. Style influence to match my style. I also make it go higher. Let's say 60. Right. So now we've done with our styles and also the others. Now we go with our lyrics. So usually I would just start with some poems, if that's applicable. So how about we do this? Find me, sorry, me a Turkish poem telling how everything changes in this world. I wanna adapt this to my Turkish, so go with translation. Okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, let's go with this one. So adapt this to my song, whose genre is okay. Tak tak tak. So as we're using mail, so okay. The change transforms. Sure, but it's a little bit too long. Let's make it more concise and the same impression. Also adapt to the song itself. Do I really have to mention this again? Right. Change phase. Okay, Sure, that'll do. Let's see how it goes. We'll also adapt the title. You know what? Let's make it female. Okay. Here we go. And then you just create like in the snap. Okay, let's see how it goes.
Rüzgar döner, izler silinir. Bir ses kalır, adı belirsiz. Aynada ben yabancı bir yüz. Zaman akar, kalp titrer sessiz. Her şey değişir, renkler solar, bir iz kalır, o da yanar. Bir gün adım senin olur, bir gün sen bende kalır. Gölgem düşer başka yana, köküm kayar toprağına. Sesim döner suya taşa, ben sen olurum sen bana.
I'll stop here. I think I should I should emphasize on the continuity because I didn't get any catchy points. So it's not memorable. I cannot remember anything after I've heard it, after I've listened to the whole song. So let's say keep the continuity across the song, make it catchy, memorable. What else? Yeah, that's it. Catchy, memorable, and also make it viral. Let's see how it goes. Right. So let's see. Now we're getting somewhere.
Rüzgar döner, izler silinir. Bir ses kalır, adı belirsiz. Aynada ben yabancı bir yüz. Zaman akar, kalp titrer sessiz. Her şey değişir, renkler solar, bir iz kalır, o da yanar. Bir gün adım
This is not
senin
really the style
olur,
of Nur Yoldaş.
bir gün
I say this is more like Sezen Aksu.
Gölgem düşer başka yana.
Okay, let's see something.
Kökü belirsiz. Aynada ben, yabancı bir yüz. Zaman akar, kalp titrer sessiz. Her şey değişir, renkler solar, bir iz kalır, o da yanar. Bir gün adım senin olur, bir gün sen bende kalır.
Interesting. Not
Gölgem
memorable.
düşer başka yana, köküm kayar toprağına, sesim döner suya taşa. Ben sen olurum, sen bana.
Let's try another one. Not catchy. But anyways, so you can still change it. You can still try to to optimize it, or say to make it cope with what you've been thinking about. But that takes wow, that would take quite a while. But still, as you can see, I mean, you can just basically create a song from scratch within 1 hour or two, pretty fast. And then after several iterations, it's pretty easy to get what you want. The only thing you need is maybe a little bit of luck and time. And also you like to change this part a bit as well. So after several iterations, I expanded the lyrics, and I changed the structure to nowadays pop music, like verse, pre-chorus, chorus, again, and then bridge, outro. So make it more compatible with nowadays standard. Let's see how it goes.
Rüzgar döner, izler silinir, bir ses kalır, yankısı derin. Aynada ben, yarım bir yüz, zaman süzülür, kalp titreşir gizli, bir an donar nefesimde, gözlerin geçer içimden, renkler çözülür, hatıralar bir gölge gibi erir benden. Her şey değişir, renkler solar, bir iz kalır, o da yanar. Bir gün sesim senin olur, bir gün sen bende kalır. Aynı gök altındayız hala, ama yıldızlar yer
so I have to stop here. So for this song, we made some changes. Before that, it was a little bit not catchy enough, not memorable enough. So I mentioned that in the styles here. I said you have to make it memorable, and also you have to make it sad, have strong continuity throughout the song, make it with simple structure, yada yada yada. But the thing is that you can still see. I mean, of course, due to the copyright, we're not going to play any Turkish any songs from Turkish singers, for example, from Nur Yoldaş or Sezen Aksu or something, someone else here. But if you listen to them, you can compare with them, and you find out that it's not quite similar to what they had back in those days. Well, I mean, there might be two problems. One is that we didn't quite well characterize the songs back in those days in Turkey. So because we got all the information from ChatGPT. Actually, it was them that did this rather than us. So it might be too general, and also to something that you have to explain some parts well because it has the limit for characters here, as you can see. It limits you to only type in like 1,000 characters, so you cannot put a whole essay into it. So you cannot really depict them well. That's one thing. And the other thing is that maybe it's because of the limitation of Suno right now that it cannot really catch all the attributes of Turkish classical pop songs back in those days, especially in the 80s. Or if you think about like Üç, if you think about other Anadolu rock singers, yeah, maybe they just missed the point. But I believe it's only a matter of time because in comparison with Suno V3.5, it has huge improvement if you have ever tried it. So what we did today is that we tried to make a Turkish pop song from scratch. Although it didn't sound quite similar to our target at the very beginning, I wouldn't say that it's a trash song. I wouldn't say that it's totally useless, and I would say it's futile to make such kind of songs because, as you can see, I can still give it a pass. I mean, it's not catchy enough. The lyrics are not deep enough, but probably because it's all generated by AI with little prompt. Doesn't have any thoughts. We didn't really think about it. We just copy and pasting. I think for that, if for that instance, I think that it's already. I can give it a good. I can give it a go. It's decent. For example, for the professionals, we can really put effort in writing lyrics and also, while describing the styles they were trying to create. The only thing they need to do is probably just to generate a song and then change the vocal, maybe make little changes, and then it's already publishable. I think that's it for our video today. Thanks for joining us. That's it for today. I'm Jerome. Until next time.